still, you know.
Yeah.
So how it goes.
Yeah, it's a whole nother dynamic now that I'm married, the touring thing and going different places, because I really have to begin to think about you know, what kind of shows I'm taking and why, and I'm being away from my wife just now. I just called. It's hard, especially when I'm out of the country. It's hard to be able to call and get in contact with her. But you know, me and my wife really believe in what the Lord is doing through the music, so we're willing to sacrifice a week away from each other, and we're willing to sacrifice weekends. And honestly, anytime she can come, anytime people are willing to bring her, then she's there every single time. She's actually my road manager, so she usually talks with all the contacts and deals with the people who are bringing me out, and she takes care of me good in that way. She comes with me anytime she can. So you know, whenever I'm on tour, we're always together. We're always holding each other accountable to make sure we're not allowing our hearts to be kind of pulled away from our wives when we're away. Make sure we're still cultivating that oneness, and make sure we're keeping our eyes to ourselves, make sure we're keeping our hearts in the right places, and so in that way we're able to make sure that the road isn't a stumbling block for us. So we love doing it. It's a sacrifice, but we try to keep our heart in the right place, so that in the midst of serving, we don't look over our families, or we don't make ministry, you know, music the priority over our families, because we know that's not the way that the Lord sees things. So, yeah.
Before becoming a Christian rapper, or whatever you call yourself, you come to know yourself as whatever, you obviously have a kind of love for music as well, right? So how did you come about the style of music that you do?
Yeah.
As a Christian?
Okay. Yeah. Well, I would say I've always loved music, just because I kind of grew up in a home where music played a big role. My dad was a lover of music, so it would always be music playing. It was Earth, Wind & Fire, or Marvin Gaye, or Sly and Family Stone, or something like that. So my daddy was always playing music, and so I always loved it from a really young age. And I'd say I fell in love with hip-hop. First time I heard it, I thought it was amazing. Fell in love with it. Was always trying to write. I was in Spanish class, supposed to be learning stuff, and me and my homies was writing rhymes and passing that little rhyme book around, and I kind of figured out, oh, I'm kind of good at it. So I really said, dang, I want to kind of begin to do this. And when I became a Christian, I saw what could really be done with hip-hop. I said, dang, I could communicate truth through this, and I can encourage my peer students, and I can point people to Jesus with this. So that's when I really got behind it and really tried my hardest. And I would say that before Christian music was what I listened to primarily, I was influenced by a whole wide range of different kinds of artists, and through those different kinds of artists.
Oh my God, it's Tripley!
One of the artists I have not been influenced by is Tadashi.
Yeah, man, take every rest.
So I was influenced by a whole wide range of different artists, from Jay-Z to Pot to dudes and underground artists in Dallas and Houston. And so that's when I started really falling in love with music. Then when I was really like, I want to listen to music that's going to encourage me, it's going to be good for my soul, so I listen to a lot of cross movements. So I like a lot of East Coast stuff, I like a lot of Southern stuff, so it kind of came up with an interesting blend for me. So I pray people love the music, and hope, and ultimately the people who meet Jesus.